Hello, everyone. It's your boy Terrence here with Hollywood Already Did It, and Sony Pictures has released the first trailer for The Grudge. Not to be confused with a film of the same title called The Grudge. This is a reboot of that, which was a remake of Ju-On, The Grudge. Oh, what the fuck. See you after the jump. Alright, so before we beat a dead horse, we're going to get into a little housekeeping. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, share, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell below. Anytime we have something, you'll be one of the first to know about it. We are on that road to 100, so once we get there, we'll start doing some contests and start giving some stuff away. So make sure you let everybody know about the place, okay? First 500 folks that become subscribers to the channel will be the founders of the place, and we'll do a whole little thing for that as well. Alright, now let's get on to The Grudge. I don't know anyone who is asking for this, but yet here we are. We've kind of gone through the inception phase of like, this is level one, which was a remake of the Japanese films, which then with Sarah Michelle Gellar. They were fine. I don't remember anything about them. They were fine. They kind of came out in that era where we were doing the scared girl Asian Japanese horror remakes with The Grudge and Mirrors and The Ring. And it has been 11 years since the last Grudge. We had a Grudge 1, a Grudge 2, a Grudge 3. This is now back to being The Grudge, and coming out in 2022. And this film has been delayed quite a bit. It's gone through a lot of work here and there, but let's look at the first trailer for The Grudge. That just sounds ridiculous. And we're gonna start that bad boy up now. I do love Don't Breathe. Like, love Don't Breathe. If you haven't seen that, you should. Oh, you're going to put the heavy hitter out there first.
Hello, it's Peter Spencer. I'm here about selling the house. Is anyone home? Hello?
How new is it, though?
This is Detective Muldoon.
This is Peter Spencer. Something happened to me at 44 Rayburn Drive.
Someone was murdered at that house.
Why did you never go into that place?
Something never felt right about it.
Looks like we got another one.
I feel like they're doing some like True Detective type stuff with this Grudge.
Body we found's related. Hello? I went to the house. Hello? Police department. I think something followed me home.
Mommy, what's going on? What's wrong?
We need to leave right now.
There's a small Asian woman under your bed. That's a creepy shot. That's kind of gross. Head coming out of the head. I mean, a hand coming out of the head. Let me be the first to say I think all of the Grudge movies are bad. I think the Japanese Ju-On is probably the best thing that they've had going on. But I don't particularly find these movies to be frightening, scary. They are funny to me. The Ring is in that same class. I have not liked any Rings, really. I thought the first one visually looked interesting, and I thought the concept was great. Not a big fan of that. I think the Japanese horror is missed on me. This seems to be a more Americanized version of that than even The Grudge with Sarah Michelle Gellar. But it's still not something that I particularly have much desire to see. I don't know why we're doing this. Horror is a cheap money making, like you can make that on the cheap and get a high profit off of. So I get why you would try to make something off of a recognizable brand, but this brand's been dormant since 2009. And I don't think, unlike something like Scream, which took an 11-year gap, I don't think The Grudge had that much of a stranglehold on pop culture to justify rebooting it and doing it again. Because I mean, the first two were released in theaters. I don't know, but I believe 3 was straight to video. So I don't know if the brand is big enough to justify releasing this and doing this again. It looks where I think those first two films lived in a world where the Japanese horror style was a little bit more, so it seemed a little bit more elevated. This seems like it's going more true detective style, where it's the southern, more realistic, trying to be a little bit more grittier. I don't know if I want that. I know I don't care based on this trailer to see that. Nothing in that grabbed me and made me think that, one, it was a reboot. It looks like it's just another version of whatever we've gotten before. But 2, it doesn't look like it's doing anything new scare-wise that I would be like, oh, I gotta see what they're doing there. But I could be alone. Are you guys a fan of The Grudge? Like, is this big enough of a series that you want to go back to this? And did this trailer, if you are or aren't, make you say, oh, I gotta see this one? Because it did not for me. But I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. Go ahead, leave your comments in the comments below. This is a miss for me. But if you haven't already, go ahead and follow us on Twitter at HollywoodADI. We also have if you want to email us, you can email us at HollywoodAlreadyDidIt@gmail.com. We have a podcast by the same name that is on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere that plays podcasts. You can find it here also on the YouTube channel. The last episode was about Watchmen, the pilot episode of Watchmen on HBO, which, if you're not watching that, I'm not sure how you found this channel, because that is sort of the world, the geek nerd world that we live in, and that one's huge. You need to be watching that show. But that's it for me. Like always, I got my ticket. You got yours.